solar installations happen. We haven't gone utility, we've gone rooftop. 25% of the homes in Australia now have solar on their roofs. So I congratulate you on your model and encourage you to continue.
Thank you for that note. I think compared to Australia, the Philippines should follow a very different solar development path because we don't have the high per capita consumption that Australians do. The average Filipino might only need one 250-watt solar panel to provide for their daily requirement with storage, smaller without storage, which is a scale that is not economical to install with standalone units. Therefore, multiple households should group together to have community facilities, like these microgrids which we're espousing. Because you'll find maybe 20 Filipino households equals the consumption of one Australian household. But moreover, that because the grid in the Philippines is weak, then the need to create a new grid is another value proposition compared to Australia, where it's simply cost savings. Indeed, I think that solar rooftop is in some ways a distraction because it's not the solution for the great many of Filipinos who have low per capita consumptions. It's only a solution for the wealthy and upper middle class. And at a system level, the savings per kilowatt hour produced by solar rooftops is in truth even lower than the net metering price that Meralco is paying us. So as much as people like to besmirch Meralco's reputation for saying, oh, they're buying the energy at the blended generation cost of 5 pesos. In fact, Meralco is only going to be saving Western price on that amount, which is probably 3.5 pesos. Maybe some premium because of production at the point of use, but still below the net metering price. So Meralco is actually giving us a fair price on its purchase of net metered power, according to that thinking. That being said, if we have a standalone system to go off-grid, then we would be able to deliver more value than just savings on generation because it will be dependable capacity that will allow us to save on transmission and distribution capital investments.
One of the aspects on off-grid is that many of the DUs and ECs, or electric cooperatives, do not have the appetite to invest in off-grids because of the capacity of the public to pay their bills. Do you think that that will remain as one of the risks investing in off-grid?
Let's forget about DUs and ECs. Okay. It's the 21st century. Let's just build our own DUs and ECs.
That's great to hear. Okay, that's great to hear. Any other questions? Yes.
Thanks for the presentation. I just had a quick question on your investment methodology. So you talk about how overseas investors only look at a 3-year, 5-year time horizon. Many investors do actually look at the full life cycle of a project over 25 years when they make an investment decision. So I was trying to get a feel for what's different about your methodology and what kind of project IRRs you're solving for when you say you're able to achieve a $2.99 tariff, just so we know what we're up against in terms of competition.
Sorry for making it a foreign versus local distinction. I think it's more of like short-term versus long-term distinction. And there are indeed long-term investors who are not from